See, in the Bible, it's more so got prophecies and it's based off interpretations. You see what I'm saying? So if the master or the teacher is teaching and you're being misunderstood or being disinformed or misinformed, you know what I'm saying? Because disinformed means deliberately misinforming you. You see what I'm saying? Then you have to associate yourself with others to based on, you know what I'm saying, to gather the true knowledge of what they're about. Because one thing about it, they done tried to turn it upside down and you can't knock the truth.
Bro, let me ask you a question. What's the difference between a man in a suit jumping in the pew and a man with torn clothes that's jumping up outside talking to himself that's dirty?
A man in the pew ain't teaching them folk what that Bible really saying. You talking to a Christian / I used to be a Christian. I believe in Jesus, anywho. But I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
Okay.
This is basically what the Bible who's really what the Bible talking about.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
First of all praises to the Father YAHAWA, by Hashem, Yahawah Shai, by Hashem, Barakadash. Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers and sisters in recognition to observing this day for worshiping the Most High. Sundown this evening to sundown tomorrow evening. Let's get some rest, worship, and praises in to the Most High, the Father of the universe. He's definitely worthy of it. In the name of the Hamashiach Yahawah Shai. Okay? Always keep in mind that we need him. He does not need us, but he chosen us to be his people, which is the honor of all honors ever to happen to you as a people. Show the appreciation by showing love and worshiping the Most High. That's what it is. That was DC Young Fly. You understand? And basically this lesson right here is going to be about entertainers and the rest of us that know who we are. And those of us that are still waking up to who we are and what our purpose is to be. It's just not enough to say that we are a Hebrew Israelite. We have a duty in such. And that's basically to be a light to the world. We have other entertainers. Nick Cannon, you know, he almost lost his career saying that he was a Hebrew Israelite. And, you know, the ones that are spoken of in Revelations 2:9 and 3:9, okay, who say they are but are not, you know, check those verses out. Well, they almost took his career away from him. You know, we got Kendrick Lamar, him, you know, and the recent fiasco that happened with the basketball player for just basically sharing a link from Hebrews to Negroes. See, the enemy don't want you to know who you are because he has stolen our heritage, but the Most High is waking his people up and bringing us back unto him. Okay? But what we have to do is to acknowledge one another and to lead one another into who we are and back to who we are, and to rehearse the righteous acts that the Most High meant for us to be as his people. Okay? So further ado, let's get into some scriptures right here that's talking about our purpose, starting with Genesis 12:1. Okay? And it says here, now the Lord hath said unto Abraham, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. Okay? Yeah. That's what it says. And it goes on to say here, and I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abraham departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him, and Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. Okay? Now, the Most High gave Abraham a mission. Okay, let's continue over here in Isaiah 41:8. Okay, and it says, "But thou, Israel, art my servant Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend." Okay, we are the seed of Abraham. And what Abraham was supposed to do was bring about his seed of Jacob, and Jacob was to continue Abraham's work, and that's basically to be a light unto the nations. Let's read. "The isles saw it and feared. The ends of the earth were afraid, drew near and came. They helped everyone his neighbor, and everyone said to his brother, Be of good courage. So the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smootheth with the hammer, him that smote that anvil, I guess, saying, It is ready for the soldering. And he fastened it with nails, that it shall not be moved. But thou, Israel, art my servant Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant. I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Okay? He's talking about those who that will dare come up against the children of Israel. And all the things that they've done, they're going to pay for. Okay? And we know who those people are. Let's continue in Isaiah 49:6. Well, let's just read. Let's start at 1 here. 3. Isaiah 49:3. And said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. And now, saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Okay? You see what I'm saying? We are to be a light to wake up our people, and as well to the Gentiles. You understand? Now it is said that when our people that was of the olive branch broke off and became a wild olive branch, you understand, that what they became, other words, Gentiles. That's what it says it is talking about here. See, because a lot of the camps don't believe that Esau can be saved. Okay, and it says in the Bible that he can't be saved. But for those of us that are of other nations, they are considered Gentiles as well. But they basically say that Gentiles are of the wild olive branches, which was still our people. Basically, like today, for example, living like Christians. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Yeah. Now let's go on here and finish this right here. Verse 7 said the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel and his Holy One, to him who man despiseth, to him who the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, in an acceptable time I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee, and I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritage, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth; to them that are in darkness, show yourself. They shall feed in the ways, and their pastors shall be in all high places. Okay, so see, this is what I'm saying. DC Young Fly and the rest of them, your duty, you got the platform more so than anybody else do, because there's more people to see you all over the world. You ought to be telling the people who they are, your people. If you know you are a Hebrew Israelite, you are supposed to shine as a lamp to the people so they can know. You understand? You got the platform bigger than anybody else. You understand? Now, I know, like I said, about that situation, like with the basketball player and what he did, what happened with him, but hey, you got to make a sacrifice. Who do you serve? Okay, let's go there to Isaiah 42:6. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thy hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles. Okay? All right. Verse 7. To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison's house. I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Okay? See, it keeps coming back to being a light to your people. That's what this all boils down. Not rap about. See, we're always talking about how our people set the flavor all over the world. And we do. That's true. But we are not leading and teaching right. That's what it all boils down to. We leading for that wicked one, the devil himself. You understand? To get fiat money, you know, and little perks, and being able to afford the high price mansions or cars or whatever. But whenever he gets ready to want to just snatch it away from you, what does he do? He take it from you, or he threatens you. You understand? And all that winds up happening is they apologize, just like with Nick Cannon. Like I said, this thing, knowing that you are Israelite, comes with a price of sacrifice. You understand? Because you can have your so-called heaven here, which ain't no heaven. I don't care how much money you got. You understand? Or you can wait until you inherit all things that the Most High meant for you to have in the first place, that no man can take away. No man. Let's continue here in Isaiah 52. The Lord hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of YAHAWA. Okay? How does he do that? How does he do that? Through his people that know who they are. Okay? We have a duty. We have a duty. You understand what I'm saying? All of us who know who we are. It's like back when we were kids. You understand? When you say tell somebody a secret and then they tell them to pass it on, you understand? Well, that's kind of like what this is right here. Okay? We have a duty to wake our people up and tell our people who they are. See, because it ain't going to be long before the Most High come. You understand? And we got to wake these people up. You understand? While there's still time. Ain't everybody going to be saved. You know, but 1 out of every 3 people. That's the 1/3. Now over here in Isaiah 60, verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. You hear that? See, let's read this right here. And this is wrap it up, right? Starting at Isaiah 61, verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is rising up, or risen up, thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes around about, and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from afar. Come from far. And thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted into thee. Well, unto thee, that is. That means you're going to inherit even the sea. I mean, everything. The forces of the Gentile shall come unto thee. The multitude of camels shall cover thee. The dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord. All through who? The Most High's chosen people. That's who. All through, those who do the will of the Most High. You see, this is the reason why it is important for us to wake our people up and the rest of the nations. That's our responsibility. That's what the Most High gave us to do. You see, and all these rappers, more than likely the reason why they're dying such violent deaths is because instead of waking up, knowing who they are themselves, and waking up the rest of the Most High's people, they choose to do the will of the devil. Sex, violence, and drugs, and all of that is all they preach. See? And this is the reason why they die in the death. That's just what it is. You understand? I hope I said something today to stimulate spiritual growth, and I hope you found this lesson edifying, my people. It's important that we realize who we are, and when we wake up, to realize our duty as to what we to do as a people. That's all I got on this one, people. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.